He's got a great nickname. They call him Magoo. Jim Lafredo, Andrew Smith, Noah Downs, the officials. Luke Engelke for Duke, John Mullen for Syracuse at the Faceoff X. Mullen moved, so it is Duke ball. That means John Mullen cannot take the next faceoff for
Jets in creating a transition.
Michael Leo, who had a couple of assists on Friday with the helper. And Syracuse 7-3 this season when scoring first. Engelke wins the faceoff. Over to the wing, low shot Molliver, saved by Jimmy McCool. The backup belongs to Syracuse. McCool, a career-high 20 saves in the weekend aspirations. John Danowski, winningest coach in Division I, 3 national championships. And Matt, we're seeing an old Duke refrain under Danowski play out over these last few weeks. They're getting better as we get into May, and we're now in May. And if we... Mullen wins the faceoff. Now Luke Engelke, amongst the faceoff men Duke will employ, he's been getting the ball.
That defensive effort.
McCarthy, a Long Island kid, grew up playing with the Spallina brothers. His club coach was Joe Spallina, dad, who will now be part of the PLL this summer as well.
Syracuse, I think as the season's gone on, has gotten better on the 6-on-6. And I love when Spallina, even if he can't win the one-on-one matchup, is involved in the offense, dodging, off ball, being smart. Like, he's so talented that when he plays like that, Syracuse is hard to keep off the board.
Meanwhile, Mullen has won 4 straight faceoffs. McGuire.
But again, I think they're adding a little wrinkle now, more so than early in the season, where they are kind of getting that initial dodge to put pressure on the opposing defense. And once they start sliding, it's over. Right? Like Syracuse, if Jamison didn't stand on his head in that first quarter with 6 saves, Syracuse up by more than 1 goal.
Season closing in on 50 assists on the season. Came into the game 3rd in Division I in assists. He's got 1 more year of eligibility left at Syracuse, and he will very much have a chance to break Mike Powell's career points record. That's going to belong to Duke. Back Christmas.
Syracuse right now has to feel good about how they're able to compete and how on offense they're clicking on all cylinders.
And now Mullen wins the faceoff. We've seen it time and again. Finn Thompson, one of the most creative finishers in the ACC. Dana?
Yeah, frustration from the Duke sideline, specifically defensive coordinator Ron Caputo. They want to expand the perimeter in which Syracuse starts their attack from. They're so slick in the inside.
And that is the first goal of this second quarter for Duke. Second of the game for McAdory. Time expires. If you're John Danowski. Duke got a bit of a fluky goal right before halftime. Andrew McAdory from beyond the restraining area. Kind of a desperation fadeaway to make it 5-3. And now Syracuse jumps to begin the 3rd quarter, so Duke ball.
These turf fields, you absolutely work on putting spin, especially on the run. And Johnson pulls it off perfectly there.
And Johnny Richiusa wins the faceoff. Over to Spallina. Fire save. Jamison. Now, we know how great Jordan Wolf was, part of championship teams at Duke. But Kevin Rice, one of the more underrated players to come out of Syracuse.
He played his part perfectly. Offense initiating early on, making Duke slide, and then making them pay.
7-4, Syracuse on top of Duke. The 3-goal lead for the Orange matches the largest of the game. Here's Cal Girard. Girard missed the cage. Curtius the backup. Curtius, 55 and white, a 5-star freshman. And we've started to see Virginia in the regular season finale. 3 goals and an assist Friday, 2 goals today. That's basically his season production, save for an assist that came in the first 13 games.
And Hiltz doing their stuff off ball that they're so good at, but you get them involved in some of the initiating, like they're just a different offense.
Spolina, a junior, Hiltz, a fifth-year senior. Mullen wins the faceoff. McCarthy hacking him from behind.
Just about making plays, and so we need to win some more faceoffs, pick up some ground balls, and then shoot to hit the net.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Here in Charlotte, it is Syracuse ball to begin. Dia called it off, and we've seen him go to his left so many times. Johnston came into the game shooting 8 for 46, 17% in his last 7, but he scored some big goals, including the game winner against Virginia in overtime. That is a play that you can challenge. 10:54 to go, fourth quarter. Lead back up to 3 for Syracuse. This is where Syracuse gets tough. Mullen wins the faceoff, shoots. Jamison stops.
How good has Jamison been? I mean, these goalies.
Quarters, semis, and championship. Regardless of who wins this game, I'm not sure there is conviction in anybody, forget about the ACC, nationally going into this NCAA tournament, which could
transition. But again, that's the counter to Mullen of winning 6 straight faceoffs, 11 for 16 on the matchup.
He was 20 of 24 yesterday, wins this one clean. Into the box, and now Syracuse can run out the clock if they can hang on. Gary Gate calls a timeout.
But a nice shot from Spolina, kind of cheating up the field.